people have been talking for a long time about one of the major concerns, don't do the thing, with image generation and AI, is that it could be used to create explicit images of people without their consent, which is awful. And, that has been out there, but it's not been easily accessible and something that you can do by tagging an account on Twitter in response to any image and then shared with the person who posted the original image and able to be shared by thousands of other people. Which is what has happened over the last few weeks. Up there, in the top, in the middle, it's quite blurry, but those are several examples of men who do not understand what consent means and have replied to women posting images of themselves asking Grok to take off their clothes. And Grok has happily obliged. We can also see here on this collage of awfulness several replies from both Grok and, more worryingly, Elon Musk himself, making light of this.
Particularly the one in the bottom right, which is slightly cut off by the sofa, but you'll be able to see on your screen, bottom left, rather, which you'll be able to see on your screen now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That man is an adult who is in charge of a multi-billion-dollar company.
That man has children.
Yes. And speaking of, it is not just adults that it is doing this to, as you can see at the top left. I'm not showing any more than that, but this is in response to the thread where it generated images of under 18s and took their clothes off.
Jesus Christ.
Cameron.
Yeah. So this is a CSAM generating machine that the internet has been given unfettered access to. When I say unfettered, so it started out with completely no restrictions whatsoever. And then, for once, the UK government did something good. And said, if you don't fix this, we will ban X in the UK. And then Elon's response to this was to lock it behind a premium account. So now not just anyone can generate explicit photos of people without their consent. Only if you pay Twitter can you do that. They are monetizing this generation of sexually abusive images, which the government correctly said was insulting and not a solution. So then eventually, they were forced to turn it off for premium users as well. But when they did that, they just turned off the ability for the Grok account to do that in line on Twitter in response to tweets. What they did not turn off was the ability to undress people without their consent in the Grok tab or in the separate Grok app. That has still not fully happened. They've now introduced a geo-block, so if you're in a country which has correctly made this sort of thing illegal,
which it
then,
is.
Yes, then that functionality is no longer available. However, we've mentioned before these things called VPN. I'm not going to make the sponsorship joke because I'm too pissed off about this. As we know, as long as there is one country on Earth where it is legal for this to happen,
which
and X operate on the I mean, part of that is the law taking time to catch up with reality.
Yeah, and also I feel like there'll be at least a company there where it is illegal, but in practice it hasn't been enforced as much as it should be.
Yeah. So this is still something that people can do. We know that it is a consent issue. It's a men issue. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say. It's really, really... Oh, the one other point I wanted to make is because of the way that it worked originally with the ability to tag Grok, it was used to punish people who spoke out against how abhorrent this was.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. Anyone who posted one photo on Twitter, which is a very reasonable thing to do, to post a photo of yourself. Then one horrible, sad man replied and said, @Grok, put her in a bikini. And then she went, what the fuck? You can't do this to me. That's not okay. And so in come 100 more men who want to feel powerful and want to control her and do the same thing to hurt her, very deliberately. That's what this is about. I'm very angry at Elon Musk.